Today's question on the fly is,
what if my partner and I want different things for our future?
hi, I'm John.
And I'm Jeff. When we think about this question, if we take it to its logical end, like it's extreme, right? Like you have nothing in common, then probably there's a problem there. If there's nothing in common, which I would find hard to believe, but if there's nothing in common, yeah, you could probably have.
It's a lot of hard work to make
It's a lot of hard
relationship
work. Yeah, but you know, when you and I really have this kind of organizing idea, which is that if you're in a relationship, there's a lot of value in figuring out what your values are in common.
Right.
And so if you have that's your North Star, then this question sort of changes a little bit, right? And so the things that you have that are different from each other are ancillary to what's important to the relationship.
Right. I think a lot of this comes down to is there might be a situation where, you know, a couple who's getting to know each other or quite frankly been in a relationship for a while and one of them goes, you know, I don't think we have anything in common. I think maybe what they're saying is we really haven't explored what we have in common.
Yeah, for sure.
And we haven't, you know, dedicated any time to talk about that or to build things around that commonality. And so what ends up happening is you find out that, you know, he likes to go bicycle riding and, you know, she likes to be part of her book club. And since we're not talking about the other things, those things that are distant or different, those things that provide contrast really stand out.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, and that's partly, I think, what you want, right? I mean, you want to be able to say, you know, I really am attracted to my partner because they do this thing, and I don't do that, and it's kind of cool that they do that.
Right. And so, you know, I think a lot of times, you know, here we are trying to say, hey, celebrate the differences, but celebrating those differences without first really anchoring your relationship to the core things that you have in common, to the core things that you want to build together, to the core things that you want to nurture together. You know, going back to the analogy, I mean, your success or failure in life is not around your book club or around your bicycle riding. You know, when you get to be in your late 60s or mid 70s and you look back and you go, man, we've had a really valuable life. What is that going to be? What are those reflections going to be based on?
Yeah.
And can you have those things in common?
For sure. I think it's really important that we say that people who are in a relationship need to have some things in common. We're saying they have common values,
Right.
which means they've worked out together what it is that is most important to them in life, and they have a few on those individual lists that they share.
Right.
And they decide that's the stuff that they're going to point their relationship toward.
Yeah, we hear the argument all the time that, you know, we just couldn't get on the same page or we just drifted in different directions. You know, the question is you weren't given a page when you became a relationship.
Yeah.
You know, somebody didn't hand you a checklist that you need these 8 things to be in common.
Right.
We all choose to build those things. We all choose to invest in that commonality of experience.
I can't tell you how important this idea that you just said is, because I think in a lot of relationships we just let them unfold. But the truth is, if you want a relationship to be meaningful for you, you have to build it that way. Meaning that you have to be intentional. You have to have goals in your head. You have to look for opportunities to build. And you have to have conversations together about how you want to build it together. It can't just be one person building and the other one.
Right. You have to desire connection with that person. You have to be willing to put in the effort together to build that. And that's going to be the same for any relationship. Now, relationships can get to moments where because of events, because of circumstances, because of choices, reconnecting is more challenging. But we all go through that. Yeah. So the question is, you know, what is it that we're about? What is it that we want to advance on? And are we willing to put in the time to make those things happen? These pages don't get written out in one sitting. Relationships don't get built in a day. And, you know, great outcomes take time. So, you know, I think the big thing here is focus on what you not only have in common, but on what you want to have in common. So 2 quick things as we wrap up. Feel free to submit questions like this one that you had today to us. We're going to take a shot at doing more videos like this, trying to answer some of these questions that you guys are putting forward.
Yeah, and if you like our videos, please hit the like and subscribe button. And that helps us get the content to you, so please do that.
And as always, stay curious.